Hey guys, Cam here from today'siphone.com, and I have your questions on my iPad mini. I asked you to ask me anything you wanted. It could be about iPhones, iPads, me, where I live, my life, anything you want, and I will answer them in a YouTube video. And this is what I have on here. Now, I also said if I got to 50 unique questions from 50 unique people that I would dance the Macarena dressed as Batman. But sadly, I didn't get anywhere near 50 questions from 50 unique people, so you will not get to see me shake my booty dressed as Gotham's Dark Knight. So, sorry. First question comes from Parky190. What number am I thinking of? 12. Megan Babcock, how long have you had a Batman costume? Truthful answer, I bought it for a stag night for my brother-in-law about a year and a half ago. Someone called Lesbian, why are you still working here? Because I want to. Levi Mills says, how do you feel about your new nickname, Camsung? It's great, thanks. How long do you think the iPhone will be relevant? They can't possibly make an iPhone 15. What do you think the next generation phone will be like? And that's from Vlogity TV on YouTube. Do you know, it's a tough question. I think smartphones themselves are always going to be relevant. I mean, that's the way we do our communication. We can make phone calls, go on the internet, play games, apps. It's become the device that we're all using for. Now, the iPhone's always going to be relevant as long as the smartphone is relevant, so I'm not worried that there's not going to be an iPhone 15. In fact, I think there's more likely a chance that there is going to be an Apple iPhone 15, purely because Apple has got an absolute ton of money in the bank. They've got over 100 billion. If the market should be that smartphones suddenly stop making money, Apple's going to be the last company to go. So if the iPhone becomes irrelevant, then you can absolutely be sure that every other manufacturer's phones will be irrelevant first. Should I buy the 13-inch Retina MacBook Pro, I guess he's saying, just for schoolwork? Is it worth it? That's from Paul Thwong. Sorry if that's the wrong way to pronounce your name, by the way. 13-inch Retina MacBook Pro is probably a bit extreme if you're just going to be doing schoolwork on it. It's really designed for people who are into graphics, people who do things like photo editing for a living, or graphic designers, people that actually need that sharpness on the screen. If you're just doing schoolwork, then the MacBook Air is a fantastic option. It's fast, it's light, it's portable, it'll do everything you need to. And because there's no moving hard drive in it, then obviously it's a little bit more durable. What is the best painting app for the iPad? Now, I know a couple of digital artists, I don't know what, iPad artists or finger artists, whatever you want to call them. Now, they tend to like brushes and Sketchbook. Well, I don't think they tend to like Sketchbook ink so much. It's a little bit restrictive. So if you're wanting one, go for brushes first and then have a look at Sketchbook and see what you think of those. But brushes definitely seems to be the favourite choice. What is the phone coverage like up where you live? I'm guessing 4G won't be near you for a while. And you'd be right. I mean, latest route, I live up in Carlisle. Phone signal's great. I get 3G with every single carrier in my house. Unless I go downstairs, then it tends to be only a couple. Lol. When I first saw him, I thought he was Seth Rogen. So I'm just checking myself in the monitor, and I'm a little bit concerned that you might need to have your eyes checked. Maybe go to an optician. It's probably a good thing for you to do. Why are you so sexy? I'm not going to answer that. It's just a funny question. I wanted to say it in a funny voice. Chip of the theatrics, bloke. Thanks. Are you making fun of me because I'm British? Because I don't like racism in any form. Is it because I'm white? What is your motivation for doing videos with so little viewers? You know what, it's funny because I make a lot of the accessory unboxing and review videos, and I make a lot of, I mean, I'm just starting to do this one now. Obviously the purpose of this is to get some kind of feedback from you guys, to maybe entertain you, engage you a little bit, because a lot of the time we make videos that you can't really, I mean, you can comment on, but you don't have any input in them, so it's giving you the chance to have some input into our videos by having your comments and questions featured. The accessory ones are specifically for people who are looking for those accessories. If I don't get tons of views on those, that's perfectly understandable, because I might review an accessory that not many people want to know about, but then I would feel that it was me doing a disservice to the people that do want to know about them if I didn't. So I'm just doing my job. I'm asking you, can you dance to Gangnam Style and prove it with a video? No, I can't. and this proves it.
Oppan Gangnam Style. Gangnam Style. Oppan Gangnam Style. Gangnam Style. Oppan Gangnam Style.
What phone do you use as your daily driver? Do I need to answer that question? Really? I mean, I'm the managing editor of today's iPhone.com. I use an iPhone. What do you record with? I record with this. Well, I did until I got my new camera, which is what I'm using now. I used to use, this is the Sony NEX3, this is what I used to make the last video. Had this for about 2.5 years, maybe 3 years now, I can't remember. It was a great camera, but I needed something that was a little bit better. So now I have a Canon EOS 600D, which I believe is called the T3i in the States. But this was a great camera. You could probably pick them up secondhand on eBay now, but it only does 720p video. This one I'm doing now has got 1080. And also has a lot more customizational features and a better control of focus, aperture, all that kind of stuff. What is the best Apple product you have owned and why? Why? Simply because this is the first, this product is the one that fits into my life the best. I mean, it's a personal preference thing. I like the iPhone, I like my MacBook, but in terms of hours of use, I get so much more out of the iPad mini than I get out of any of the other devices. It's great for reading magazines, it's great for watching videos, playing games. It may not have Retina, but it's so light, so easy to hold, it's got great battery life. For me, it's the best Apple device there is on the market, and it's the best Apple device that there has been ever. And in fact, it's almost got me to the point of questioning why Apple released such a big iPad to start with when they could have just done this. Because this is quite frankly awesome. So that's it from me. I'm going to film another episode next week, so if you want to ask me any questions, please leave them in the comments section below. But first, I want to ask you a question. I want to ask you one of the ones you asked me earlier. What is your favourite Apple product of all time? Let us know in the comments below, and be sure to leave your questions. If you want to ask me on Twitter, you can. I'm at @TIP_cam. Use the hashtag QuizCam so that I know you want me to use it in my video. Okay, toodle pip!